Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy.
It was a splendid day on the island of Sodor. Thomas was taking Annie and Clarabelle back to the yards. A new engine had arrived and he wanted to say hello. The engine was beautiful, with shiny paintwork and a gleaming brass dome.
Thomas, meet Emily.
Hello, Emily. Hello, Thomas.
Emily, collect your coaches. You and your driver must learn the line.
Yes, sir, she answered. Thomas was impressed. Later, the only coaches Emily's driver could find were Annie and Clarabelle.
These aren't your sort of coaches, he said, but I suppose they'll do.
Annie and Clarabelle felt insulted.
How dare he say will do,
Clarabelle whispered. Emily puffed carefully along the track.
How dare he say will do? How dare he say will do?
Grumbled the coaches. Thomas saw Emily coming down the line, pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Hello, Thomas, Emily called. But Thomas was cross. Those are my coaches. Give them back! But Emily didn't hear Thomas and she went on her way. Then Edward passed. And Percy. When Emily whistled hello, the engines didn't whistle back. Emily couldn't understand why they were so unfriendly. She was upset. Later, Sir Topham Hatt spoke to Thomas.
I want you to go to the docks to pick up new coaches.
New coaches? But, sir...
Really useful engines don't argue, said Sir Topham Hatt.
Thomas didn't want new coaches. He wanted Annie and Clarabelle back. When Oliver saw Emily return to the yards, he was surprised.
Those are Thomas's coaches.
So that's why he looked cross, exclaimed Emily. I'll go and apologize. Don't want new coaches, chuffed Thomas. Later, Emily was still looking for Thomas when a signalman flagged her down.
Oliver hasn't cleared his signal box, he told Emily's driver. Please go and see what's wrong.
Emily could see that Oliver had broken down on the crossing. Then Emily heard Thomas's whistle. Oh dear! Thomas could see Oliver. He knew he could never stop in time. Help! Emily charged towards Oliver. And with a huge effort, pushed him across the tracks. Just in time.
Thanks.
We did it. Later, Sir Topham Hatt praised Emily. Well done. You were a very brave engine.
The bravest,
Chuffed Oliver. It gives me great pleasure to present you with 2 new coaches. Thank you, sir, replied Emily. Thomas, I'm sorry I took Annie and Clarabelle.
and I'm sorry I was so cross,
Replied Thomas. Friends? Friends! Emily loves her coaches and being part of Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Every engine on the island of Sodor looks different. Can you tell who this is? This engine is dark green. It's only got a small roof on the cab. But it's got a very tall funnel. Do you know who it is yet? Here's another clue. This engine's got very big wheels. There's only one engine on Sodor who has wheels like that. Do you know who it is? Yes, it's Emily. Hello, Emily.
There's always somewhere new to go and something new to see. Things you never knew before or somewhere new to be. Though you'll remember, dear old friends, some red, some green, some blue. For everything familiar, there's always something new.
One day you could meet fearless Freddy up the mountainside,
Or pay a trip to Sodor Bridge that spans our gorge with pride.
it's all a new experience, like Jeremy the Jet.
Watch him as he's flying by, one scene you won't forget. There's always somewhere new to go and something new to see. Things you never knew before or somewhere new to be. Though you'll remember, dear old friends, some red, some green, some blue. For everything familiar, there's always something new.
You could see Neville on the track, or Rocky, he's a crane. Here's Rosie, you don't see so much, so don't forget her name. There's Dennis working in the yard, and Molly may be met.
Our new friends on the island here, one scene you won't forget. There's always somewhere new to go and something new to see. Things you never knew before or somewhere new to be. Though you'll remember, dear old friends, some red, some green, some blue. For everything familiar, there's always something new.
Though you'll remember, dear old friends, some red, some green, some blue.
For everything familiar, there's always something new.
Sir Topham Hatt sat in his office listening to the noise outside. The passengers were angry. The station master came in. "There's trouble in the shed, sir. Henry is sulking. There's no train, and the passengers are saying this is a bad railway." "Indeed," said Sir Topham Hatt, "we cannot allow that." He found Gordon, James, and Henry looking very cross. "Come along, Henry. It's time your train was ready." "Henry's not going," said Gordon. "We won't shunt like little tank engines. That was Thomas's job. We're important tender engines. You fetch our coaches and we will pull them. Tender engines don't shunt." "We'll see about that," said Sir Topham Hatt. "No engine on my railway is too important for small jobs." And he hurried away to find Edward. The yard has never been the same since Thomas left to run his branch line, he thought sadly. Edward was shunting. "Leave those freight cars, please, Edward," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I want you to push coaches for me in the yard." "Thank you, sir. That will be a nice change." "That's a good engine. Off you go, then." So Edward found coaches for the 3 engines, and that day the trains ran as usual. But next morning, Edward looked unhappy. Gordon came clanking past, hissing rudely. "Bless me," said Sir Topham Hatt. "What a noise!" "They all hiss me, sir," answered Edward. "They say tender engines don't shunt, and last night they said I have gray wheels. I haven't, have I, sir?" "No, Edward, you have nice blue ones, and I'm proud of you. Tender engines do shunt, but all the same, we do need another tank engine here." He went to a workshop and they showed him all sorts of engines. At last he saw a smart little green engine with 4 wheels. "That's the one," he thought. "If I choose you, will you work hard?" "Oh, sir, yes, sir." "That's a good engine. I'll call you Percy." "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir." And Sir Topham Hatt brought Percy back to the yard. "Edward," he called, "here's Percy. Will you show him everything?" Percy soon learned what he had to do, and they had a happy afternoon. Then Henry came by, hissing as usual. Wheesh went Percy. Henry jumped and ran back to the shed. "How beautifully you wheeshed him," laughed Edward. "I can't wheesh like that." "Oh," said Percy, "that's nothing. You should hear them in the workshop. You have to wheesh loudly to make yourself heard." Next morning, Thomas arrived. "Sir Topham Hatt sent for me. I expect he wants help," he said to Edward. "Shh, shh, here he comes," replied Edward. "Well done, Thomas. You've been quick. Listen, Henry, Gordon, and James are sulking. They say they won't shunt like little tank engines. So I have shut them up, and I want you both to run the line for a while." "Little tank engines indeed," snorted Thomas. "We'll show them. And Percy will help too." "Oh, sir, yes, sir, please, sir," answered Percy. Edward and Thomas worked the main line, greeting each other as they passed by. Percy puffed along the branch line. Thomas was anxious about Annie and Clarabelle, but both driver and conductor promised to take care of them. There were fewer trains, but the passengers didn't mind. They knew the 3 other engines were having a lesson. Gordon, James, and Henry were cold, lonely, and miserable. They wished now they hadn't been so silly.
He's the cheeky one.